Alright guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out. Today, we got a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo. And what we're going to do, you and me, and Sylvia, we're going to replace the valve cover gasket. Customer just want us to change the valve cover gasket. We didn't diagnose any leaks or nothing like that, but that's what we're going to do. So it looks like it's about to rain. Right now the temperature is about 42, 43. It's nice. It gets cold to me. When it hits down to that wind chill below zero, that's when you won't see me on camera no more. Other than that, I'll be here. Alright, let's get right to it. Let's get some nice lighting out here because it's kind of cloudy. And we get this job done real quick. Alright, be right back. Alright. Here's our valve cover right here. So let's get this done. The first thing we're going to do is remove the air cleaner. And what we're going to do, let's see, make this easy. Pull off this hose. I'm trying to be careful here because this is a plastic angle thing right here. You don't want to mess that up. So let's pull it off from here. Just like that. Then I'm going to loosen up one of these clamps. I'm going to loosen up the one over here. Flat screwdriver. Just to get that loose. Okay. The next. Somebody stuck a bunch of washers in that thing. Alright. Let me see right here. Okay. 10 is too big. Alright. So got me a 3/8 deep. 3/8 drive. Got my cordless gun. Let's get that off and keep all their washers in place. Put that to the side. And now over this side, right down in here, I got another clamp. Let's see if we can get our same long screwdriver. I might have to get a shorter screwdriver. Okay, we got it. Look around this line right here. Damn. I'm trying to rush here because it's supposed to rain soon. Alright. So, let's see if this thing come up. Okay, take it off here, and there it is. And there's the boot stayed up there. What we're gonna do, take that off. Take that off, and what we're gonna do is put it back up under. And see, it's got that ring in there. It fits right in there. Pop that back on. There's no post that came off because you see the line right there where it's supposed to have lined up. But we're good. So I'm gonna put this to the side. The next thing we're gonna do is we can see all these lines we got in the way. Okay, we're gonna do this. We can do this two different ways. One, we can take out each and every line, which I think that's what we're gonna do because it'll be a lot easier. So let's get these lines off. The first one, right here. It just pulls forward. Probably got to hold the throttle closed. Pull forward. See what it is? Snaps into place. Take that off. The second one is the same way. Leave that alone. And the third one, the last one, just get you a little screwdriver. Same flat screwdriver. And it just pops right off. Just like that. Alright. The next thing we're going to do is get us a pair of pliers. And we'll be right back. Alright. Got a pair of pliers here. Now, before I do that, what we're going to do here is wipe these three off. We got us a little marker. Just so we know, this is one, this is number 2, and this is number 3. So we can put them back in the order they belong. The next thing you want to do is take you a regular pair of pliers, and you see like this one right here. There's a clip over here, and there's a clip over here on the other side. And what you do, all you do, is squeeze the tabs in and pull that out. Squeeze it in. Make sure both tabs are lined up. Pull it right out. Alright? Gonna lean that over here to the side. And then we get to the second one, which is a little bit more harder to get to because of it's inside there. We're gonna get that. Let me get to this number 1 first. pull that out, and you gotta have to snap it out of these. Oh, this one's already snapped out. Snap it out of the clips. Pull that to the side. Now this one right here goes to the accelerator cable. So you can see this cable comes back around over here to another clip, which we're gonna pop out. So this one is gotta lean over here. Pull that to the side. Now this one, if you can't get to it with pliers, like if you can see I'm having a little difficult time, use some needle nose. Just be careful not to break those off. Let me get some needle nose for that. Be right back. Alright, got me a pair of needle nose here. And they can get in there nice and easy and squeeze that and pop that right out. Lean that over to the side. Make sure you get it out of the way because we got to take out this valve cover. So you just want to find some place where you can just, and don't be going crazy bending this everywhere because that line can break. So that plastic sheathing on the outside can break. So just tuck it somewhere. Let's get our other one and tuck it over here. So now it's out of our way. We are good to go. The next thing we're going to do, we got a little vacuum hose right here. And what we're going to do is see if we can, nope, I don't like that. So what we're going to do is disconnect it from over here. Yeah, figures. It figures. Be very careful just to get our pair of pliers. And what we're going to do is twist it. And pick it up. It's coming up slowly. There we go. A little tube going to it. Okay, look at that. Broke that right there, so we're gonna put a new one up there when we put this back together. All right, it's better to break it right here and break that hose than going over here and breaking this plastic piece on this valve cover. All right, so we're looking good, looking good. All right, the next thing we'll do is come on the other side. Now we're gonna, these are 11mm or 7/16 bolts holding this valve cover on. What you wanna do, we're gonna start from the back with the hardest part. Now, the first thing we're gonna do is back there, see that little clip right there? It's holding on the wiring harness. So we gotta take that off of there. All right. So what I gotta do here is just go in there and pick that up. Okay. Lean that over to the side just like that. Get it out your way. I see oil down there. Make sure that thing is definitely out of our way. All right. So that's going to be the first bolt we're going to get. So let's get us a 7/16 or an 11mm deep socket. You got to get a deep socket because it's got like a stud on it. All right, be right back. All right, there's our bolt back there. Now what I got here is an 11mm deep. It's like a semi-deep. A 4-inch 3/8 drive extension. And I got my little 3/8 drive stubby ratchet. The first thing I want to do is go back there and set the socket and ratchet down on top. So now I know where I'm at. The next thing, I'm going to take my 3/8 drive ratchet, make sure it's on off. Go back there. Dang it. Get back there. Get that thing on there. Trying to get this, okay. Got my ratchet up there now. It could be a little bit shorter. So I could actually, because I needed something just come right above the valve cover, and that's really almost right above it anyway. All right, so let's go here. And I kind of figured these bolts are loose. Oh, well, not that tight. So got one, got that loose. Now what I'm gonna do, take off my ratchet and just use just the extension in the socket. Go ahead, take that out. Okay, that's bolt number one. Now there's another bolt right in this location. If you go to the other side, but what we're gonna do here, we gotta make this easy because that wiring harness is in the way. And you see this whole wiring harness right here? There's 3 little spots that's held down on studs. So what you gotta do, you gotta wiggle it and pick up on them. Just like that. Don't go crazy. And that's all you want to do is just move it out the way. Just push it back like that. Hold it towards the back. Because right there, right back here, can you see that bolt back there? There's another bolt. Not really, I kind of figured that. Is it dark or just because it's way back there? Dark?
Dark and that whale's kind of in the way.
Alright, let me stick the socket onto it.
And maybe we'll see.
Okay. There we are, right there.
The whale's kind of in the way.
Oh, but that's where it's at, guys.
We can see the socket.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is reach back here with my stubby ratchet. And make sure I don't mess this up. I'm going to swing this out of my way. And break that loose just like that. Take my ratchet off. And I'm going to go ahead and take this by hand. This harness is right in the way too. Go ahead, unscrew that bolt. And at the same time, my other hand is holding back this harness out of the way. Tell me they couldn't come up with a better idea. Nope. I mean, dang it. This is just like they got this thing right there. Okay, there we go. And you notice this bolt is not like the other one. It doesn't have the stud on it. All right, so we got that out of the way. Now we're gonna swing this over to the side. Now we're gonna start walking our way up. Here's the next bolt right here. And this one has a stud. Oh. Do that one. 1, 2, break that loose. Get this little shield and just move it to the side. There's number 3. And this one, notice, and pay attention to where the ones with the studs are and the ones with not. Not that it's going to matter with these two because nothing's on them, so it doesn't matter. But what you want to do, just in case, you can, what's that marker at? Just so you know, now we know a stud goes way to the back one, a bolt with a stud. So you can just take your marker, mark the valve cover where the ones with the studs are. And you move, walk around, go around. And this one over here, this hose right here, got a little clamp. Move that out of the way, or looks like you can just pick it up. Hey, that supposed to come with, that supposed to came with this. So let's just take this off right here. And that's supposed to came off with that, but it didn't. It's okay. Dang it, look at that. Now that got that piece down there. Let's sit here and do this mess. Alright, stick that into there. Alright, got a mark right here. And we're gonna mark this one right here because we got the ground wire right there. Alright, now we got that. Let's take our socket again. And where we left off at, I did think we did this one. We did that one. And then up here we got this one. And then we got one right here in the front. Okay, then we move our hose out the way because we got one right down in here. Okay, so on this side now, this one, oops, we got a one with a stud. I don't think I marked that one. So we're gonna mark that one. And also I can tell 4 in a row right here. So let's get that one. 1, 2, 3. And this one's got a ground wire on it. And I knew that was going to happen. See how the whole, you try to take the nut off and the ground wire spins with it. And hopefully the ground wire will hit up against the valve cover and stop me from turning. And then I can get that loose. Yeah, there it is. It's coming loose. And if you have a problem that it keeps spinning, just take a wrench, go up underneath. And matter of fact, let me show you just in case you come into this problem. All right, I'll be right back. All right, what you want to do is take you a 7/16 on 11 millimeter. I got 11 millimeter wrench. And you want to get the wrench, get the hose out the way so you can see this. Take the wrench, get the wrench up under there. And the wrench is just going to be just enough to hold that in place. Then you go on top and you tighten it. There we go. All right. I'm going to keep my wrench there for a minute. And I'm going to go out here and remember that ground wire too. All right, there it is. Took it off. And we already know the bolt is loose already. Take our ground wire up. Let it to the side. Put a nut up. All right, guys, let's go around and take off all our bolts out of the valve cover. All right. And what I'm going to do is the ones over here. Well, these things come out really easy. 1, 2. I'm gonna just use my cordless gun on these, on the ones up in the front. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, we're on our last bolt right here. All right, put that up there. Now, let's get this out of our way. This is actually supposed to be opened up and holding this line in place, but it's not. Just pull that off, put that to the side, and make sure everything's out of the way. And should be able to take this valve cover off. Huh. Dang it. Can you believe this thing is actually hooked on to a line, to the hose. I have time to take this hose off of here. Okay, the front of the valve cover, not this hose right here, but the upper radiator hose, the valve cover is actually hitting up against that. Up against the clamp. Let me see if I can. And then can't back it up because it's hitting up against the wiring harness. Just that little bit. All right, what about if I got me a pair of vice grips. And get this clamp out of the way without breaking the seal. Put that back up there. Still in the way. That sucks. Alright, what I'm gonna do is get me a drain pan, put it up in there. We're gonna go ahead and remove this hose. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, this gotta be something here, man. Because this thing is not moving a lot. What the heck? Alright, this harness in the way. This one's out of the way. I got the bolts out. Wait a minute, what's that? Dang it, look at that bolt right there. Covered up in oil, couldn't even see it. All right, so let's get our 11 millimeter. There's the bolt right there. So watch out for that bolt. Okay. Now let's see if we have a little better luck. Still onto that hose, but here we go. You know, this harness is in the way. You know what? We're not gonna sit here and fight this, guys. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do something crazy here. All right, let's go around here. This harness comes, where this harness goes? Oh, no, no, no. That harness goes down there. I ain't messing with that. I was gonna remove the whole harness, but forget that. Just get this harness over to the side. Take off the metal cover like that. All right, let's set this right there. Now over here, we're not done yet. What we gotta do, this shield right here, let's just pick that, move that to the side. So we got clear access to this. And we go down here and be very careful, and be careful any dirt, papers and all that. Make sure it's out of the way. We're gonna pick up our valve cover gasket. There we go. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave that right there so we can make sure we line up the other one to be right in place. And this is what I mean towards the back here. This is the harness that's in the way. You know, they could have definitely did something better. Better design on that. Okay, let's get our hose. Let's tuck our hose out of the way. That's not in the way. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing you want to do is get you a scraper. And there's not going to be a lot up here. And what you want to do here is just go along it and scrape this up. Now, what you want to do is make sure you notice when I'm scraping it away from inside here, because you don't want any of that stuff inside the engine, or the oil pump is going to pick it up and it's going to clog it up. And if you want, you could take a rag and put it on there like that, just to protect it, and go around, then move your rag down a little bit more. Tuck the rag in. Go a little bit more and go to the back. Now to the back, what I got here, I got my other little scraper. So what I do is put my rag over the valves, make sure I tuck it in there, and then I just go around, and especially in the back. Now you can't really see it, so you got to make sure that you keep scraping and scraping and scraping, and then take your finger and rub across it. And make sure you don't feel nothing sticking up. Then take your rag and wipe that whole side down. Great. Then you're going to do this going around the whole cylinder head. Alright, so it's a rubber gasket, so you're not even going to be scraping a lot. And you notice, see that right there? You want to make sure you're scraping away from the cylinder head, away from the valves. Okay, then we're going to wipe that up. And we're going to go around to the other side. All right, let's get the whole thing done, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, what I want to do is show you a little bit on this side, because you can't get to that because of the way it's made. You can't get that scrape over here. So it's time consuming. I'd suggest getting like a screwdriver with a piece of sandpaper or something. But what I had to do was actually take my little scraper and carefully go all the way around. And in the back was a little bit more challenging. In the back, I had to take my time. I want to make sure you can see this. And just I've had to take my time and scrape around it. It was definitely time consuming. You notice I keep scraping out toward the valves. Then get back there and let's wipe this up. As you see, that looks good. That looks good. All right. Make sure I definitely wipe off towards the back. All right. Now we're ready for our new valve cover gasket. We have a Victor Reigns here, or Victor Rhines, whatever you want to call it. And we have new seals for the bolts. Make sure you put these in, and if you have your valve cover gasket done by somebody, you make sure you can see something red and shiny in there. And what we're going to do is take our new gasket, and we're going to match it up like we took it off. Yeah, that looks about right. So then we're going to carefully go over here without bending it or anything. Lay it down right into place. Perfect. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to take a nice water hose with a stream on it. We're going to clean this up a little bit. All right? Be right back. All right, here we go. Got a nice little water hose right here. And what we're going to do, just get nice and close. Just get all that stuff out of there. And the closer you get, the better the stream. The stronger the stream. Alright, we're good. Alright, meet you back at the truck. Okay, got our gasket, our valve cover cleaned up as much as possible. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to take you a nice screwdriver, flat screwdriver, or a scraper. And see these right here? Just going to pop them up just like that. Now I'm going to do these right here.
They're all the same.
All of them are the same. You ain't even got to worry about it. All right. Next thing you want to do, this is a little, what the heck, man? What the heck? Where's this other screwdriver at? No. I thought I brought this one.
The red one?
Yeah. All right. So now I got a shorter flat screwdriver. And what you want to do, those little grommets come off of there. So just take a screwdriver, pry it between there. And work those off. And the only thing I'm doing is doing twist action on the screwdriver. And these stop the oil from coming out. You don't change these, and your valve first, it starts leaking. You know why. Alright, I'm gonna do these right here, and I'm gonna show you the rest. The next thing you wanna do, get your new seals. And you notice they got little ends on them, so they can go in the valve cover and hold into place. We're not gonna put these on yet. What you're gonna do is just take it, put it right into place, just like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The reason for that is because as you put these down in there, it's going to open those clips up and hold it into place. If you put them in now and try to put them in, it's going to be a little difficult. Now what you do, just take it, push down into place. Now it's in there. Good. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's get the rest of the valve covers, the rest of the bolts done, and then we're gonna set this valve cover on. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're having a little difficulty here. We're on the other side of the valve cover. Now, this is the side closest to the throttle body where the exhaust manifold is. Now, when you start breaking these out, these things are actually gonna start breaking in half, and it's like super difficult to get these off of here. I mean, you can try a screwdriver or anything, they're just difficult because it's hardened plastic and they break. What you want to do is take you a pair of dikes, wire cutters you want to call them, hook it up right about there. What you want to do is break it. There it is. I'm going to break them off of there. You're not going to cut the metal, so don't even worry about it. Alright. That one's done. And you can see how this stuff is coming off of here. Let's see, let's get the rest of them. Let's get another one and show you. So once it breaks off, then you can start chipping at it. This one's really messed up. It's really up there. And just keep on working that off, okay? All right, let's get this side done. Bear back. All right, got them all in. Let's take our valve cover. A little problem getting this out of here, so let's see if we can don't have no problems getting back in there, because I think it's a crummy design. Okay, we got it back. Now we gotta get our harness around it. Okay, there we go. It's down. Make sure our harness is off of it, which is good. All right, we know 2 bolts right here is the studs. So I'm gonna put those 2 down. Swing our line out of the way. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure your valve cover is still down, the gasket is still down there, which is lined up. All right, those are good. Now over on this side, now if you see, if you look at that valve cover at an angle, you can see all the new grommets in there. You want to make sure if somebody's doing this job for you, make sure you can go at that angle and you can see them also. Now, I know it's from the first 5, these are going to be studs. You know, so I'm putting them down right with my hand. No problems whatsoever. Okay, I got a bolt here, so put this over here. And here it is. There's the stud that goes over here. Wait a minute, no, that bolt don't go there. See, because I remember it was 5 over here. So this bolt goes up here. And we got another stud somewhere or something, don't we? 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go back on the other side. And now I'm using my right hand. I'm gonna swing this line over as much as I can. And I gotta go back here and start these bolts by hand. Now that we got that one way in the back. So let's go over here. I'm gonna hold my harness up in the air and get my hand down back there. And that's pretty much just feeling where it's at. All right, that one's in. Okay, go around and put the rest of them in. Be right back. All right, we're ready to tighten them all up. I'm gonna start from the hardest one, way in the back. I'm gonna go back here, put my socket on the bolt. And I'm tightening it down by hand as much as I can. Alright, now I'm going to get my little stubby ratchet. You can use a regular ratchet if you want. Now because of that gasket, you tightening it down till it stops, and then you're going to snug it a little bit more. Okay, that's done. Now we're going to go over here to the other side. Get to the next hardest one. Go right there. Put our socket on it. And we're going to tighten that one up. Okay, so it stops. Tighten it up more. Now while we're back there, we're gonna flip our little connector over here that holds our harness in the way. It just swings around. Supposed to go back up there. Alright, there we go. Back up there. Now we're going to start working our way from side to side, tightening these bolts up. And when I get up here, I'm using my my cordless gun, and tighten up the rest of them. Alright, so let's tighten them all up, and we'll be right back. Alright, we just got the back ones in the back hand tightened. Now we're going to take our little cordless gun, go over here and tighten up the rest of them.
How come in this game you don't start from the middle and work your way out?
Because of the way, that's a good question too. Because what happens, the way this engine, dang it, where does socket go? The way this engine is set, you notice, all right, it's not level. Which side is higher than the other?
Front.
Exactly. So what happens is, oil, when oil comes up in the valve cover, it's going to automatically run towards the back of the engine. So the main thing I want to do is make sure the back is tightened up.
Oh.
and then start bringing it forward.
Okay.
All right? It's starting to rain out here.
Okay.
All right, the next thing we'll do is go over this side, guys. We're gonna take our 11mm nut, our ground wire hooks right there. We're gonna tighten that up right there. We got our 2 hoses that we tucked away. The 2 hoses, we can put those right here on this stud. Push that down, and we're gonna snap them into place. Just like that. Keep them out of the way. And let's get our... Hey, that rain gave us a warning, huh? Alright, so I'm going to go over here, tighten this up. Okay. Then we got this bracket right here that went on here, and it wasn't even hooked up to nothing. There's a little clip inside there. It's like a little arrow. So I'm going to do is take my screwdriver, pull that over, and I'm going to try to open this thing up. Dang it, man. That's why nobody didn't have it. They was like, forget that. And right now, I don't blame them. Come on. I'm working against the rain now. Dang it. All right, go like that. And what I want to do is stick it back down onto where it went. Turn it to the front. Bring the line down where it's supposed to be at. Lock it into place. That's how it's supposed to go. The next thing we're going to do, we got our wiring harness over here. Let's put our wiring harness back on our studs. And push down. Okay, that's into place. The next thing we're going to do, let's get our accelerator cable and cruise control cable, bring them around. Oh, you know what? Before we do anything, let's bend this out of the way. And let's get our vice grips and let's bring this clamp back down. Should have did that. There we go. Right there. A little bit more. Well, actually, that looks good. A little bit more. Okay, that's on. All right, now we marked our cables. Where's our other cable at? Here it is, right here. Okay, if we bring it around, number 3. So number 3 is going to go right there. So we put number 3 in, snap it into place right there. Locked in, bring our cable up, and this one just pushes on into place. Look for number 2.
But you have to also clip it back there.
Oh, there you go, man. Don't be telling me, making me look bad.
I'm not trying to make you look bad.
All right, here we
I
hook.
don't want the people to forget.
All right, then we hook it over here. All right, now number 2. I could have sworn I marked number 2. This is number 1.
Mark them both. All 3 rather.
Yeah, must have been rubbed this against something. All right, so we know number 2 goes here because number 3 got the big one. So let's put this down there, snap it into place. This one hooks on. You might have to open the throttle up a little bit. You're gonna hook it onto that, and then you gotta pull it till it can snap into place. Done. Number 3. Put in place. Now you see, make sure this like a little T for Timmy. Make sure that's facing the top. Snap that into place. Go over here. Same thing. Hook it. Snap it into place. Now back over here. Just snap them where they belong. And that's done. That is done. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we got our hose over here. And this hose is broken. So, and this guy's this is intake manifold. So that thing will That thing will leak so bad. And look at this. It's a little dry rotted. So we're going to get us a new hose. So let's get us a new hose and fix this up. We'll be right back. All right, guys. What I got here is a 2-inch piece of 5/16. You got to use 5/16. Even though that one's bigger, this is going to be kind of difficult. We're going to have to force this on here. And dang it. Because one side is bigger than the other. It'll go on, but it's going to be tight. There we go. Dang it, now slipping off. Losing traction on it. There we go, we're going down on it. So, you gotta make sure you get down enough so that thing does not come back off. Okay, it's down there. Now we gotta straighten it up because it looks kind of crooked. So you gotta make sure you go down on the other side. Okay, now we take our line and we're gonna push that down in there. And this is that line is actually gonna go into that fitting. So you just gotta move it around and make sure it goes in there. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. Brand spanking new. That is not leaking. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, get our air cleaner. We're going to open this clamp up even more so we don't have no problems over there. Okay. And what I want to do here, take some WD-40, just take a dab on your finger right there, just to go around the edge so it goes up on the throttle body with no problem. So the first thing we're going to do is go here, hook on this tube right here. Alright, then over here, push that down. Perfect. We're gonna go over this side. We gotta make sure our bolt is lined up. Perfect. That's a 3/8. Yours is probably a 10mm, so I have no idea what the heck going on here. We got our hose right here. Let's get our hose. Put that on. All right. Let's tighten up this one. Tighten up the bolt over there, the clamp, and tighten up this clamp. Be right back. Okay, we got those tightened up. Go around, make sure everything looks nice and copacetic. All right, let's start this up. Oh, you know what? I forgot something, guys, to tell you. As an added security, do not use the hood pistons on this. Do not work. Do not use a stick. A stick, you will hit it and knock that hood on your head, and that's gonna be messed up. Get you a nice pair of vice grips and grab it on the piston side and lock it right into place. It's damaged already. It ain't working. People saying, "Well, you're messing up the piston." Shut the heck up. It's messed up anyway. Lock the thing down for that's security right there. That's secure. Keep it moving. All right. Let me start this up. Great, got it running. Go around, let it run for a little while. You ain't even gotta let it run for a little while. There's so much oil pumping up in there right now. And that's all you do is just take you a nice little light and go around and just make sure there's no oil leaks or nothing and everything is good. Came out to do a good job. Then I'm gonna let the customer know you might see a little bit of smoking. from the old oil that was leaking and from the little water, see up here, that we got up here, but that's going to go away no time soon. Alright, let me took this off. That's a good job, guys. We'll be right back.
Okay, so we just finished doing the valve cover gasket on our 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo two-wheel drive with a 4.0. And this vehicle has 158,000 miles. So, if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post them below in the comment section. Or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Alright, hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.
Hey, show off our jacket. That's our new jacket, our new winter jackets.
My star.
Look at that. We got the star. We got jackets with the star on them. That's right. Yeah.
I have the only one.
Yeah.
I'm the special one.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, see you next time.